Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa. And I'm so thrilled on Manifestation Monday to have Marisa Peer in the house. She is really a coach. You do rapid therapy, transformational therapy. I'm so excited to hear all about it. You know, I'm obsessed with transformation. All of us are. So we've come to the right place, the right couch.
We've got Britain's best-selling author, top therapist in the house, and it is an incredible opportunity to have this conversation with you because RTT, the rapid transformational therapy, is very different, right? You're pioneering a whole new method. Yeah. So tell us about it.
Well, you know, I found being a therapist for 30 years that none of my clients ever wanted to go to therapy every Friday at 4 o'clock for 10 years. You never say to a dentist, you know, I've got an infection, can I come in every Tuesday and talk about it? They go, no, you've got an infection, we have to remove it. And therapy is the only part of mental health where you keep talking about the problem instead of fixing it. And all my clients are, can you fix me now? Can you fix me fast? Can you cure me that I can't speak on stage? I've got bulimia, I'm anorexic, I have bipolar, I just want to get better fast. And lots of my clients are in pain, like physical pain from migraines, intense emotional pain from being anxious or having bipolar, and they don't want to wait. And so I thought, why don't I get them better now? So I would do 1 sessions, and I would always say, look, I'm a detective and a dentist. I'm going to go back and have a look at why you're like this, and I'm going to fix you in 1 session. And so I do something called What Lies Beneath. I'd never say to people, what happened, what's wrong with you? I go, what happened to you? They go, I just can't stop eating cakes. I'm always unhappy. I can't do confrontation. And I'd always start from no baby is born unable to resist cakes. No baby says, don't look at me, I've got fat legs. No baby says, I can't stand attention, because the first thing you get is attention. So I'd start from, listen, you've acquired this, and I know how to unacquire it. And it became so successful. I've now trained 2,500 people all over the world to do what I do. We're training doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists, mental health. We have now prisons and schools using I'm Enough because they say it makes such a profound change. So it's so exciting to find a brand new therapy that works, that is fast, but also permanent. It never wears off.
But so tell us what the actual process is.
So the process is, actually, interesting enough, because I got voted the best therapist, I found myself working with major CEOs and many rock stars. But
they need a lot of work, right?
And I was wondering, what is wrong with rock stars and Olympic athletes and movie stars and supermodels? And I realized that all my clients, whether you're a rock star, a movie star, or a school teacher, have the same core problem: I'm not enough. I worked with many, many addicts, and I've never found one ever who thought they were enough. So if your problem is hoarding, compulsive shopping, excessive drinking, gambling, smoking, excessive use of drugs, I don't treat that. I treat what lies beneath, and it's always the same. I'm not enough. I need to be famous because I'm not enough. A lot of my clients would go, why are these rock stars coming to your house? They've got everything. I like, they haven't got everything. They haven't got the one thing, which is I'm not enough. And actually the driver for fame is often I'm not enough. If you look at Heath Ledger, Philip Seymour Hoffman, even Robin Williams, beneath the talent is an intense need to be loved. And if you become famous, everyone loves you except you. I saw that in Princess Diana. The whole world loved her, but she never thought she was enough. And so my thing was, why don't I fix the core? Instead of fixing all these issues that are sprouting out. And so many of my clients said, well, I've been in rehab 8 times. Your enoughness was the thing that stopped me drinking, the thing that made me leave an abusive relationship, the thing that made me say, I can do better. Right. And we have quite a lot of rehab facilities now using I'm Enough.
But how does this work? Because, like, obviously we know that all therapy and all work comes down to that, but there's different modalities. There's EMDR, where you do, you know, you're bringing back and forth the eyes to realign the brain. There's subconscious programming. There's all kinds of different cognitive. So what is your actual process?
I think the first thing is the questioning. So I put people in hypnosis and I take them back to a scene, and conventional therapists go, where are you? You know, what are you doing? What are you feeling? And I don't do that. I go, how old are you? 5. And I go, I want to say I'm 5 and I feel anxious because, and they go, I feel anxious because my mum's just left, or my dad's left, or we don't have the money to pay for school fees. So I gather the information, but then I make the client tell me what that means. We do something called left hand, right hand. And they go, okay, so I'm anxious we don't have money, and I'm worried we won't have money. And children do something called tagging, which I invented, the tagging. They look at a scene, I don't have money, I don't have love, and they tag on a belief, and it will always be like this.
We call it commands. So
for the
yeah,
rest of my
semantics.
life. It's a belief that says, I have an unmet need for love or safety, and I can't meet it, so it will never be met. And these children become adults who go through life thinking, I'll never make money. Even when they're millionaires, I have many kinds of millionaires who go, I worry about it running out. I'm like, but you can't even spend it. I know I have love, but I worry that one day it will go away. And so what ITT does, it goes back to look at the unmet need of the child that's really in your office, and then shows them that this is a belief that hasn't been true for 20 years, will never be true again, and then we get rid of the belief. We extract it using certain techniques. One of them is called It's Not Me. They're all in the book. And the client has to go, well, that's not me. I'm not 3. I don't worry that because my dad doesn't love me, I'm not lovable. And they have to kind of justify why it's not them. It sounds so simple. But in my experience, the simple techniques have the most profound results. Because, you know, all of us, we have a job, a partner, a house. That's enough work for the rest of our life. We don't have time to write out 1,000 goals a night, read 6 books a week, manifest and meditate for 3 hours a day. That book is what I do. 5-minute or 3-minute or 2-minute
The book
techniques.
is enough too, right?
Yeah.
Change your entire life. People say to me, wow, if I'd only known. Somebody reviewed that book and said, I've been in therapy for 10 years, I've just left. I learned more in half a day reading that than I ever learned in therapy. And the techniques take a minute, but they've changed my life. And that was what I wanted to give people. You can spend a minute or 2 minutes doing things like It's Not Me, or the left hand, right hand, and it will change your life forever. And we all want that.
Just fantastic, absolutely. I love the process that you're describing here, and of course I love your work. And I'm wondering, you know, what you would say to people that intellectually know or believe that they're enough, but emotionally don't feel it, like viscerally don't feel it. How do you untag the emotion that's attached to the belief?
You know, I created the rules of your mind, and one of them is your mind learns by repetition. And when you go, I'm a goddess, your mind goes, you're not really a goddess. Like, come on, you're wearing clothes from Target, you live with 3 other women, that's not a goddess. So the mind will reject stuff that it knows is fanciful. I'm a rock star when you're not. But when you say I'm enough, its strength is in its simplicity and its absolute truth. You are, you always have been, and you will be to the day you die. You're not the size of your thighs or the label you wear. You're definitely not your childhood or what people did to you as a child. And so you may reject it, but you have to keep saying it and saying it. And what I have people do is change all their passwords. So they say, I'm enough. Obviously, I'm enough, ... squiggle, something.
Right.
Because then you're typing it every day. I have them write it on their mirrors, write it on their fridge, put it on their screensaver, set off their phone alerts. You almost bombard the mind. It goes, oh, here we go again. That must be true because you say it, think it, speak it, read it so much. And marking your mirror so that every time you clean your teeth, you see it, it sinks in like lotion sinks into dry skin, and it does exactly the same nourishing job from the inside. But you have to say it. Don't have to believe it. If you say every day I'm an idiot and I've got a memory like a sieve, I can guarantee that will become your reality. And if you say, I have a phenomenal memory, everything comes back to me, that too will become your reality. The words you use form the reality you speak. And every word you say is a blueprint that your mind is working 24 hours a day to make real. And if we were only taught that, we wouldn't go, well, I'm just an idiot. I can't do confrontation. I always get ghosted when I go on Tinder. When you say that, your mind is setting up to make that your reality. And when you say, I'm phenomenal, I have a gift, I have a skill, I can monetize something unique about me, your mind goes, I'll help you. I help you achieve that. But you really have to know how to specifically and accurately dialogue with your mind. And I think that's what makes RTT so good. It's won so many awards because we show people how to do it, not how to talk about it, how to actually do it.
So can they do it for themselves?
Absolutely.
Great.
That
Wonderful.
you can do so much for yourself. That book is full of little things that you can do that change your entire life. And it's full of little sayings. You know, one of my favorite sayings is from Henry Morsey. It says, the feeling that cannot find its expression in tears will cause other organs to weep. And I love that for the doubters, because if you can't open your mouth and go, you hurt me, your body goes, let me express that hurt. And 70% of people going into ER, have physical symptoms. They're real, they're not psychosomatic, but they're caused by emotions. I can't express anger. I've got an angry rash all over my body. I can't express hurts. I've got thumping migraines. I keep everything in, and I'm always pushing everything down with food because we're taught not to express our hurt, when in fact, one of the best things you can do to have inner peace is to say, I was hurt by, and that hurt me when, because there's always a hurt behind anger. And I work with so many kids, and when they get to go, well, that hurt me, it goes away immediately. There's so many things you can do, but the saddest thing is we're taught not to feel our feelings. And your feelings are the most real thing you have. And if you start to Netflix your feelings, or shop your feelings, or eat your feelings, or drink this, they don't go away. They actually regroup and come back stronger than ever. So we teach you to feel the feeling, and then it goes away really fast.
And you even share all of this insight in your free online masterclass. Tell people where they can find it and learn from you.
If you go to, we have a website called imenough.com, marisapeer.com, and we have rapidtransformationaltherapy.com. So if you want to learn how to do this just for yourself and your children, and maybe your partner, you can do imenough.com. If you'd like to become a rapid transformational therapist, because in doing that, you don't just change other people's lives, you change your own, then go to rapidtransformationaltherapy.com. And if you want lots of free products, we love giving stuff away, money blocks, relationship blocks, career blocks, go to marisapeer.com. And we give away stuff all the time, mini courses and masterclasses.
Thank you for that.
Such profound work. Thank you so much. You're such a lovely lady, and love your book. So write on your book, mark your mirrors, I am enough. Right?
Yeah,
Gotta
it'll
do
change your life. I guarantee it. If you don't like it, we'll give you all your money back.
There you go.
You know it works.
Thank you, Marisa. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.